My name is Elena. I am 24 years old. I live in a beautiful town by the sea called Blue Harbor. It is a very peaceful place. People are friendly, and life is usually quiet. It always felt like a safe place to live. I am a graphic designer. I love colors, shapes, and art. I work in a small studio near the beach. My life was very happy. I had a good job, a nice apartment, and most importantly, I had a best friend named Chloe. Chloe and I met 10 years ago in high school. We did everything together. We studied together. We went to parties together, and we shared all our secrets. Chloe is very beautiful. She has long blonde hair and a loud, happy laugh. Everyone in Blue Harbor likes her. She works as a photographer. We often helped each other with our work. I thought she was the sister I never had. I loved her more than anyone. 6 months ago, a big opportunity came to Blue Harbor. A famous company wanted a new logo. They started a competition called the Golden Design. The winner would get a lot of money and a job in the city. Chloe and I were very excited. "We should both enter, Elena," Chloe said. We were sitting in our favorite cafe, watching the waves. "One of us must win." "I agree," I said, "but what if we both want it?" Chloe grabbed my hand and squeezed it. "Elena, we are best friends. If you win, I am happy. If I win, you are happy. Right?" "Right," I replied. I felt very lucky to have such a supportive friend. For 3 weeks, I worked very hard. I stayed up late at night. I drew hundreds of sketches. Chloe came to my apartment often. She brought me coffee and pizza. She looked at my work and said, "Elena, this is amazing. You are so talented." The night before the competition ended, something strange happened. I finished my final design on my computer. I was very proud of it. I saved the file in a special folder. The next morning, I woke up early. I wanted to send my design to the company. I opened my computer. I looked in the folder. It was empty. My heart started to beat very fast. "No, no, no," I whispered. I searched the whole computer. The file was gone. My sketches were also gone from my desk. I felt sick. I called Chloe immediately. I was crying. "Chloe, my work is gone. Someone deleted everything." Chloe arrived at my house in 10 minutes. She hugged me. "Oh, Elena, that is terrible. Who would do that? Maybe your computer has a virus." I didn't know what to do. I had no time to start again. I lost the competition. 2 weeks later, the winner was announced. It was Chloe. Chloe's winning design was beautiful, but when I saw it, I felt a cold chill. It looked very similar to my ideas. The colors and the lines were just like the sketches I had shown her. "Congratulations, Chloe," I said. I tried to be a good friend, but I felt sad inside. "Thank you, Elena," she said. She didn't look me in the eyes. "I am so sorry about your computer. It was just bad luck." After that, my life became difficult. People in town started to whisper when I walked past. One day, my boss called me into his office. "Elena, I received an anonymous email," he said. He looked very serious. "Someone sent me photos of your sketches. They say you tried to steal Chloe's design. They say you are a liar." "That's not true," I shouted. Those were my sketches. I want to believe you, my boss said. But the email had proof. It showed the dates on the files. Chloe's files are older than yours. I realized then that someone was trying to destroy my career. I felt like I was drowning. Every time I saw Chloe, she was kind. She said, "Don't listen to the rumors, Elena. I know you are a good person." But she never told people the truth. I began to feel suspicious. Why were the dates on her files older? How did she get my sketches? I remembered the night she brought me pizza. I remembered her sitting near my computer while I was in the kitchen. One Friday night, Chloe invited me to her house for dinner. "You need to relax," she said. While she was in the kitchen cooking pasta, her phone buzzed on the table. A message appeared on the screen. It was from a name I didn't know. It said, "Did you see Elena's face today? She looks so broken. Great job." My blood turned to ice. I picked up the phone. It was not locked. I opened the messages. I found a group chat with 3 other people. The name of the group was The Real Chloe. I started to read. I read messages from 2 years ago, 1 year ago, and yesterday. In the messages, Chloe talked about me, but she didn't call me her best friend. She called me the shadow. She wrote, "Elena thinks she is so smart. She thinks she is the best artist. I hate her perfect little life. I'm going to take everything from her." I scrolled further. I found the proof. Chloe had a keylogger program. She installed it on my computer one night when I was making tea. She had my passwords. She deleted my files. She stole my sketches and changed the dates on her own computer to make me look like a thief. But then I found something even more shocking. There was a secret folder in her photo gallery. It was full of photos of me. But they were not nice photos. They were photos of me when I was crying, or when I was messy, or when I was sleeping. Under the photos, she wrote mean comments about my weight, my clothes, and my family. She didn't just want to win a competition. She had hated me for years. Every smile was a lie. Every hug was a fake. I heard her footsteps. She was coming back with the pasta. I put the phone back on the table. My hands were shaking, but I felt a strange strength. I was not the shadow anymore. "Dinner is ready," Chloe said with a big smile. I looked at her. I didn't smile back. "I saw your messages, Chloe." Her smile froze. "What? What messages?" "The group chat, the keylogger, the stolen sketches. I know everything." Chloe's face changed. The kind friend disappeared. Her eyes became dark and sharp. She didn't cry. She didn't say sorry. She sat down and laughed. It was a cold, mean laugh. "Finally," she said, "I am tired of pretending to like you. You are so boring, Elena. You always win. You always have the best ideas. I wanted to see you fail. I wanted to see you with nothing." "Why didn't you just walk away?" I asked. I felt a tear fall down my cheek. "Why did you stay and pretend to be my friend?" "Because watching you fall was more fun," she replied. I stood up. I took my phone out of my pocket. "I recorded our conversation just now, Chloe, and I have screenshots of your messages. I am going to the police, and I am going to my boss. For the first time, Chloe looked scared. "Elena, wait! We can talk about this." "No," I said. "We are finished." The next week was very hard. I went to the police. I went to my boss. When people in Blue Harbor saw the evidence, they were shocked. Chloe lost her prize. She lost her job. She had to leave town because she was so ashamed. I got my job back, and the company gave me a special award for my design. But I didn't feel like celebrating. I felt a big hole in my heart. I lost my best friend. One evening, I sat on the beach and watched the sunset. I realized that for 10 years, I was living with a ghost. The Chloe I loved didn't exist. She was just a mask. But as the sun went down, I felt a sense of peace. I was alone, but I was safe. I didn't have to worry about secrets anymore. I started to make new friends. Real friends. They are people who like me for who I am, not people who want to see me fall. I learned that it is better to be alone than to be with someone who hates you in secret. I am stronger now. I am Elena, and I am a great artist. And my future is full of real light, not shadows. True friendship is built on honesty and happiness for each other. If someone truly loves you, they will celebrate your success, not try to steal it. Trust your feelings. If something feels wrong, it probably is. How do you know if a friend is real or fake? What are the most important qualities of a best friend? Please share your thoughts in the comments.